Is this it, priest? A few Krustoviches and some ragtags? The post-new army? I know, Bill. You swore this was a battle between warriors, so warriors is what I brought. What up, this your boy ZK Zimbabwe Kid, and this is Music Review Fridays, and I'd like to review a Texas classic by a legendary artist. Shout out to Twisted Black, man. This is the album right here, Twisted Black, Late Bloomer. You know, it's a pretty old album, but man, it still jams, man. I like this. Twisted Black, Late Bloomer, and that's Music Review Fridays with Zimbabwe Kid. And what I just did at the beginning was the intro. It starts off with an intro. I think the name of the song is War in the Streets. Yeah, man, this album, the production on it from start to finish kind of rivals any major label debut. Man, and it was an independent album actually on his own label. So I'm going to review the album Late Bloomer, Twisted Black. The first song is War in the Streets, and this one, man, it's just, as always, you know, the first song gotta kind of set the tone for the whole album in a way. And man, it's got a rock feel to it, but it's just hardcore, man. And with this one, he kind of sets it off right, man, and you kind of feel that this cat is hungry. That's the way it comes off, and that's a good jam, man. War in the Streets. That's number one. And then number two is The Good, The Bad, and Ugly. And Twisted Black is a great storyteller, man. Very good storyteller. With this one, he's just showing you basically the good, the bad, the ugly of the game. You know, as someone who actually is from the game and can speak on it with so much clarity, this one is a good one. The good, the bad, the ugly. And just like track number one, the production on it is very good, man. It's quality production, and the way he speaks is very clear. If you guys haven't heard any of his stuff, just Google, YouTube, Twisted Black, and I'm sure you guys will hear, you know, here's the truth, for real. Alright, and that's track number two. Track number three is Clap Your Hands. Clap Your Hands for a Hustler. And that one's featuring Lil Ron, Red, Will Juice. And man, that's a good one. Clap Your Hands for a Hustler. And man, he's just speaking on it as usual. And his style, man, it's more like it's not really like he's rapping, but it's more like he's talking about it, you know? And that's the way this one is, man. It's Clap Your Hands for a Hustler. An epic type of beat, as usual. Live instruments in there, or it sounds like it's live instruments. And that's Clap Your Hands for a Hustler, number three. Track number four is The Coldest Summer Ever. The coldest summer you ever known. The coldest summer, the coldest winds that will ever blow. Man, I like that one. And that one is another one of those epic storytelling joints that that he has on the album. And as always, man, he's a great storyteller. Where he's telling a story about a drug dealer and a drug dealer's friend, and you know, just you know, betrayal, lust, you know, a whole bunch of stuff that goes on in that game. And man, he tells it very well. I don't give out the whole story, but you could actually make a movie out of this song, man. He tells it that well, and it's called The Coldest Summer Ever. And track number five, is it number five? Yes, track number five is actually a skit, but it's like a setup for the next song, which is track number 6, called Block Bleeding. And basically, man, this one is one of those collabs that really should have gotten more attention. It's Twisted Black featuring the Clips, Twisted Black and the Clips, and it's called Block Bleeding. And with this one, man, they all came with it. Track number 7 is Big City, featuring AWOL and L Dog. And basically, he's just telling you what goes down in DF Dub and in Fort Worth, you know, Dallas. It's just telling you what's going on in his city. You know, it's a fast life. Everything's big. Everything's done on a big scale. So yeah, I like this jam. It's relaxed. It's got a nice smooth tempo to it, and they all did their thing on this one. I like it. Then track number 8 is called Fall Back, Relax Yourself. And this was this was swagger before a lot of people started saying swag, man. This is just real swag, you know what I'm saying? And basically they're just speaking on, you know, grinding for a meal each and every day. And I think he says, your girl, I'ma tap her if she come my way. Look out, flair, fall back, relax yourself. Yeah, I like this one, man. And man, that boy's, he's a lyricist. What more can I say? And he's the real deal. So, you know, you're not getting nothing fake or nothing made up. None of that, man. And that's track number 8 called Fall Back, Relax Yourself, featuring that. And track number 9, man, the hook is off the chain. It's called True Hustler. True Hustler, yeah. And basically with this one, he's talking about nothing more than the game. So the track is good. Like I say, man, I don't know who did the production on the album, but man, it rivals anything that's out right now. Yeah, it's that good. And then track number 10 is called My Town, and this one is it's like a Houston D-Town connection type of track. It's Slim Thug and Twista Black on this one. It's called My Town, and each one is speaking on his town and what goes down in Houston and what goes down in DFW, you know, in Fort Worth and Dallas. And man, they do the track justice as always. And if you're coming in from out of town, you might want to listen to this track, you know, just to get some insight, you know, on what's going down. Yeah, I like that track. It's called My Town, Slim Thug and Twista Black. And the next track, which is I believe track number 10, is called A Minute With You, and that's featuring Intense. And Intense does a great job on the hook, man. Intense is a great singer. And with this one, A Minute With You is another one of those stories, man, that he tells. And basically it's kind of like a letter to his father. He's speaking on what would have happened if, you know, he had spent more time with his father, you know. And man, it's a great song, man, for real. It's a real song, and yeah, great hook, by the way, too. Intense does his thing on that one, and it's called A Minute With You. Next track, which is I believe track number 11, is called Keep It Simple. And this one's for the ladies. It's great, man. And you can play this one like at a grown folks party, you know, because it's got a nice two-step type of feel to it. And yeah, I like this one, man. It's called Keep It Simple. You know, and it's, you know, it's like a conversation he's having with a beautiful girl. Yeah, and it's a good jam. The next one I think is number 12, and it's called Up In Here. And this one is strictly a club jam, you know. Club jam, you can play this one at a club, and it's got that feel. Again, it's almost like a grown folks type of song, but still, you know, can cater to all kinds of ages, man, because it's that good. It's called Up In Here. And then the next one, which is track number 13, this one is a classic song, man. It's called A Hustler's Prayer. And this one, man, this one I give it an A+. A++. It's that good, man. It's called A Hustler's Prayer. And the hook is on point. I think it was done by Toy Box. And man, it's that good. Y'all Google it, YouTube it, find it. It's called Hustler's Prayer, Twista Black. And that's track number 13. The next track is it's called New Boots. New Boots. And it's another one of those stories again that he tells from the perspective of him being in jail, writing to his son growing up, and then his son, you know, kind of growing up and kind of ending up doing the same things he's doing, but he's in prison, and his son is writing to him, telling him about growing up and trying to emulate his father and him just going back and forth with them, trying to, you know, at least lead him down the right path. And man, it ends up, the last verse is like a climax, so man, you gotta listen to the whole song to kind of get it. And that's another one of those great storytelling songs that he has on the album, and it's called New Boot. And track number 14 is a skit leading up to the next, which is track number 15, and I think the skit is called P.D. Wheat Straw, and you know, he's just dedicating it to one of his boys, and the track that it leads up to is called I Ain't Sorry. And this one is just saying he ain't sorry for the things he did, because that's, you know, that's the life that he chose to live. And it's just, you know, it's good, man. It's real, and I like that one. Very good one. Track number 16 is another skit that leads up to track number 17, and the skit is he's on the phone with one of his boys, and you know, he's talking about Fort Worth, which is also known as Funky Town. So yeah, he's just talking about, you know, representing the city. One of his boys says, you know, go out there and show them what we're about, you know. And the song that it leads up to is called Damn Fool, and that's Twisted Black featuring the one and only Bun B, UGK. And that's a great song, man. And a lot of the songs on this album, really, if they'd gotten the exposure they need, I believe this guy probably would have been way up there right now with a lot of these rappers that are out. And it's, man, it's a good jam. It's called Damn Fool featuring Bun B. Last song, well, actually 18 is kind of leading up, is a skit. I believe it's Daddy's Baby, where the daughter is singing, and it leads up to the last song, which is called Secrets. And man, this one is, it's a heavy song, man. Storytelling, and with it he kind of gives like 3 different stories. I think it's 3 different stories. Yeah, it's called Secrets, and basically you can't tell which one is the truth, which one is just a story he's telling. You know, and he says that at the end of the song, like one of these is his secrets, and one is you know, and the others is just stories. And so, man, that's a good storytelling song, man. It's a heavy one too. It's called Secrets. That's it for Music Review Fridays. I just reviewed Twisted Black, Late Bloomer, a definite classic. You know, it's been out for a minute, for a long time, but this is an album, one of those, man, that will stand the test of time, most definitely. Twisted Black, Late Bloomer. Shout out to Twisted Black, and shout out to 3R. And yeah, man, that's a great album, y'all. Go on Amazon, iTunes, wherever you can find it. Check it out, most definitely. And that's it. Music Review Fridays. Zimbabwe Kid, Zimbo Nexus. As always, peace.